Hey guys, welcome back to Tuesday Tips here. Brian with Assault Fitness. Today we are gonna go over how to set up your bike specifically for you. The first thing that we're gonna take a look at here is gonna be the height of the seat. The visuals that we're gonna use are gonna be the hip and the knee to find that correct height. So directly we can see here, if I were to stand next to my bike, we're looking for this seat to be at about hip height. And as we can tell, it's a little bit low here. If you needed a little bit of a visual cue, or if you're there with your bike, you can always hop on and we can see that I have a very high bend in the knee. We always test it at the lowest point. So if my pedal is at the lowest point, you can tend to see that in this position, I'm still a little bit crouched and we have a large bend in the knee. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is just go ahead and set that height. All right, so as you can see, we'll go ahead and test. I'll stand next to the bike. Seat is at that hip crease. If I need to test, I can go ahead, hop onto my seat. Remember, we're gonna go ahead and we want that pedal at its lowest point. And what we're looking for is a slight bend. This would be perfect. If you feel that your leg is completely locked out, you know that you've gone too high, so readjust. So this is gonna be a great starting point to find that correct height for you as an athlete. All right, so now that I have found my height, how do I find my distance? The big things that we're looking for here is gonna be our arms and our reach. What we don't wanna do is have our seat so far back that we are overreaching with our arms. So if we can tell here, I have the seat set at that kind of preset location. And if I were to get to my furthest point here on the arm, I'm already having to tilt my chest and outreach to get to this furthest point here. So I already know that this is gonna be too far and that I actually need to come a little bit closer to the bike itself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and step off. We're gonna come to our second adjustment point here. And I'm gonna scoot this seat in, lock it in, tighten up, and let's retest. So I'm back onto my seat for my bike. Once again, let's go ahead and I'm gonna get this arm till its furthest spot. If I'm sitting up here on the bike, furthest extension, you can tell now I have the outreach where I'm not having to compromise my chest position to reach that furthest point. So if I go ahead and bike now, I should be able to maintain this upright position and not overreach on that extended arm. And so we want to play around with that height and with the distance to make sure that you guys can keep and maintain that good upright position for all of your assault bike workouts. Awesome, guys. So now we've gone over the height and we've gone over the distance. Those are going to be your two keys to find the best position suited for you individually as an athlete, whether in home or at the gym. Until next week, go out and crush it.